So this was a totally normal round of 3x3. Totally. So let me explain. For reference, I averaged around sub 11 in the first round of 3x3 at this competition. I got a 10.52 official PB average. PB only because I haven't competed in a year. It's just a pretty normal average for me. So now it's the second round, and I go up to compete. First off, it's pretty normal.
8 seconds. 8.
Maroon! Maroon all the way down.
A 10.76. I'm satisfied with a decent start. Could be better, but there's nothing to complain about. Second solve comes, and solve seems to be pretty average to begin with. But I messed up really bad, and yes, really bad, so I end up with a very bad time. A 20.15. Not looking good. Gotta pull things back together. If I DNF or do bad, my average is ruined. Next solve, I pull things back together.
8.
And I get a 9.63. Pretty good. My fourth solve looks pretty nice. And I get a PLL skip, so I get a 7.95, which is PR2. So that's great. And I'm really hyped. Fun fact, this is actually my third 7, and I still don't have an 8 in competition. Hey, ha ha ha. Time for the last solve, but before I show you that, let's do some quick math. Best possible average here is 9.44, but that would assume I would have to beat the 9.75, which would be almost impossible. Worst possible average involves me doing really bad and counting at 20.15. You might think that's impossible, but just think about it. If I DNF, that 20-second solve is counting, so it's possible. With that in mind, I know I have to do my best. I can't mess up here. So I start solving. Things look good. But then I mess up. And get a 14.04. Rip my average, I end up with an 11.48 average. In fact, if I had gotten just a 12 instead, which wouldn't have been, that great, but it would be a little better, I would have ended up with a 10.79 average, which would be a lot better. So yeah, that's a totally normal round of 3x3. Totally very consistent.